Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Find Ways to Win. I am your host, FitzgeraldStephens. Hope everything is going great for you guys. Hope the weekend has been going good. Your football, your soccer teams, your baseball teams, your various sports teams are doing very well. You're getting the outcome that you wanted. And so I know we're getting ready to go back into Monday, start the week off, and just get back to doing what we need to do to make our lives better and find ways to win. I want to talk to you guys briefly about a subject entitled Quit to What? Quit to what? Many of us often have set our goals and we run into these roadblocks and these incredible obstacles that can almost seem insurmountable at times. You know, they kind of sap our strength, they kind of sap our energy. We get discouraged, we get weary. You know, we wonder if we're doing the right thing, even though in our heart of hearts we know we are. And sometimes the temptation it comes up. You know, I'm just gonna give up. I'm just gonna quit. I tried doing this, and I spent so much time in doing this particular task and trying to reach this goal, and it just doesn't seem like it's happening. Doesn't seem like anything is working out the way I want. Maybe I'll just give up, and maybe I'll just go back to living my life without this particular goal, or how I'm trying to improve my life, how I'm trying to improve my lot, how I'm trying to improve my lot with my family, or just achieve some of the things and the dreams that I want. It's just got too hard. You know, it's just too tough. It's taking longer than what I thought. It involves more work. You know, I'm going through constant setbacks and going through constant seems like failures at time. And, and I'm spending a lot of my time and resources and just seem like I'm making minimal results, and I'm not where I want to be at the time I said I want to be. Yet I'm doing this for. So this message is for you, for all of us who have faced that obstacle and who will face that obstacle several times on reaching our goal. I want you to ask yourself the question: quit to what? Okay, you quit. What are you going to quit to? What is the alternative? I mean, what is your plan that if you feel this goal has got too hard, what are you going to go back to? Are you going to go back to the same life that you had before you set this goal? You know this goal is going to change your life. You know it's going to make a big impact with you. You know it's going to make a big impact in the lives of others and your family, society, and in general. So what are you going to quit to? I mean, what I want you to know for having that feeling is normal. It is normal. We do get weary, we do get tired, and we do get tired of not seeing the results that we want when we think we should have them. You know, we do get tired of trying over and over and over and over and over and over again, only to realize, just like, will this ever happen, or is this the wrong thing for me? Am I the man or the woman for this particular goal? I want to let you know you emphatically are. You want to always keep yourself on. Why did you decide to go after this goal in the first place? What was your end game when you decided that you wanted to achieve this goal? What were you thinking? What drove you to start in the first place? Many of us are driven from an area of pain. We just don't like the way circumstances are going in our lives. We have determined that we're going to do something about it. Many of us are going through the avenue of joy, man. Once we achieve this goal, I'm setting out to this goal because I know that it will make a real big benefit in my life. But I'm weary. I'm tired. You know, I'm tired of the no's, and I'm tired of the constant people leaving me and putting team members together, and they're not the right people, and trying to find the resources and stretching myself to the limit. Then I stretch myself a little bit more. So, you come up with that voice in your head that says, hey, you know what? You all just give up. You all just quit. You know, you made a fair shake of it. You went, you done the best you can. I mean, you gave it a good old college try. You ought to just go back to where it was easier for you. Why are you going to put up with all this aggravation? Why do you keep torturing yourself? Why do you keep taking the ridicule or the the ideas with people telling you, just go ahead and stop. We even some of those people who have well-meaning intentions for you, like they don't want to see you keep going up and down, and seeing your emotions sometimes high then low, and you're just like in the dumps, and you don't feel like going, and but yet in your heart you know there's something in you that's propelling you forward. I want to let you guys know, if you quit, you're going to be exactly where you are. You're going to remain exactly where you are. I think I'm sort of believing that it's actually going to get worse, because once you set up a goal in your heart, you're very passionate about it. You know it's the right thing for you. You know it's the right thing to do. When you quit, that dream is never going to leave you. Just because you stop working for it, that dream is still going to keep knocking on your door. That goal is still going to keep knocking on your door, saying, hey, you can be more, you can achieve more, we can do more, you can make a difference in the lives of others, in your family's life, in your life. You can achieve this, and think about all the rewards that you're going to get. And so sometimes it's kind of hard to do that, especially if you feel like no one understands. You're not getting the support that you need from the people who should be giving you the support, and you're not making the sales, or you're not making the contacts, or you're just not making the revenue. You're constantly having to go into your pocket and finance your dream, and things are just seem like they're not coming together. I want you to know that is part of the process. That is a very normal part of the process. Just because you're running into obstacle, it doesn't mean that this particular goal is not for you. It doesn't mean that this dream is not for you. You just simply have to adapt and overcome. Sometimes you have to give yourself a little short break, and I'm going to say a little and a short break, because when you get weary, yeah, it's okay to rest. It's okay to leave the goal alone momentarily, and do something to unwind. Go to the gym. Spend time with your spouse or your children or your close friends, and just go ahead and blow off a little steam. Go to the beach, take a bike ride, or do some of those things that put you at peace of mind. But don't forget about why you started the goal in the first place. See, you want to find a way to win out of your situation. You want to better your life. You want the better life of your children, your family, the society around you. You know you got something. You know you're onto something. It keeps burning in your heart. Every day, every moment, you're thinking about it. Even when you're doing something else, you're still very much a part of that goal, and that goal is shouting to you. When you're not doing it, the goal is still propelling you. Hey, get up and do this. We need to get this. We need to get this done. That's your spirit man talking to you. Like, hey, we can achieve this. Just don't quit. Don't quit. I know you're weary, but don't quit. And so the way I like to put it, when I come to those obstacles, and I have to face them just like anybody else. And sometimes, I can ask the same question myself, man, why are you still doing this? And what are you hoping to achieve? And it hasn't happened yet. And it's happened for other people, but it's not happening for you. But, you all just give it up, until I'm reminded, what am I giving up to? What's the alternative if I don't achieve the goal? Well, I can base that on where the direction of my life is going right now, and you can base that on the direction of your life is going right now. Do you like where you are? Do you want to remain where you are? Do you see yourself as achieving greatness? Is greatness your middle name? Is that a calling card as far as for you to gravitate towards being set apart, being one of the best that does what you do, being unique, creating something that that will bless your life, and not only your life, but generations after you, where you can leave a legacy, where you can have the reward of living your life the way you want, with the money and the time that you want. Or you just want to just go back to the same drudgery before you decided to pursue the goal. See, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get tired. Being tired is a part of life. Being weary is a part of life. We are not made of iron. The spirit gets weary, the body gets weary, the mind gets weary. You're going to have that. Just because you're experiencing that weariness does not mean that you're on the wrong track. In effect, because you're experiencing that awareness, sometimes that can mean you're doing exactly what you need to do. You probably just need to figure out a way to do it better, do it more efficiently. Be able to galvanize people to your cause, to be able to go out and paint a vision for other people. If that they're coming, that they're helping you with this, they're going to get some of the things they want. So it's a win-win situation. But don't you dare quit. Don't you dare give up on what God has placed in your heart and what you know is right and what you know is going to be a game changer for you. Don't you dare give up on that. Now, for those of you said like, hey, I've had enough. I'm tired. I get it. What are you going to quit to? Okay, let's just say you decide, okay, I quit. How do you see your life when you say those words? I quit. Do you know when you actually speak those words out of your life, it really starts shutting you down mentally. It starts shutting your spirit down. It starts shutting your creative juices down. It has a very, very negative outcome as far as for you achieving your goal. You can't say that. You gotta look in the mirror and say, hey, I'm going to get up for one more round. I'm going to compete one more time. I'm going to get up off this mat. I'm going to quit laying on this floor. I'm going to quit brooding and how things are not going my particular way, and I'm going to concentrate on the progress that I have made, because I know that just a little bit more, the breakthrough is going to come. Now, don't ask me how, don't ask me why, and certainly don't ask me when, but it will come if you don't quit. Ladies and gentlemen, when you're working, you have to evaluate how you're working. If you're not getting the results that you think you want, you have to evaluate what type of action plan you are putting in. How are you working? How are you thinking? What are you putting in your mind? What is your conversation? What is your self-talk? I mean, what is the thing that is speaking to you that is against your goal? And once you identify that, you have to not eliminate. I want to use a more powerful word. You have to absolutely destroy that. You absolutely have to destroy that self-doubt. You absolutely have to destroy that fatigue. You absolutely have to destroy that weariness. You have to absolutely destroy that discouragement, because it will steal your goal far as from you. Things of significance take time. Things of greatness take time. It's much more harder to build a skyscraper than it is to build a sandcastle. Much more work is involved. Much more planning is involved. Much more effort is involved. Much more energy is involved. Much more sacrifice is involved. See, the easy things are just that. They're easy. Easy come, easy go. That is quite true. But if you're doing something for significance, if you're doing something that you see that can make it, that is a game changer on your life, don't you dare give up on what God has placed in your heart and what you know is the right thing for you to do. You have to be a type of person who goes on despite everything. You have to be the type of person who is able to pick yourself up and re-energize yourself. And why am I saying pick yourself up? Because sometimes there are not going to be people around you to pick you up. Sometimes there are not going to be people around you to cheer you on. Sometimes you got to be your own cheerleader. Sometimes you got to be your own marketer. Sometimes you got to be your own promoter. Sometimes you got to look yourself in the eye and say, dang it, I can do this. If somebody else achieved this, I can achieve it too. I have something that the world needs. I have something that I must have. I cannot leave this earth without fulfilling this goal, without fulfilling this purpose that I really believe is placed in my heart. And you got to get up and work. I learn to work in units of measurements that are small, that are and celebrate those victories. Don't try to just hit the hole in one. Don't try to throw the ball 100 yards down the field and score the touchdown on the first play. Those things happen, and they're great when they do. But think in terms of, I alluded to before, 10-meter targets. Just doing a little bit more, making another phone call, sending another email. Posting something on social media that will re-engage you and let people know that you're still out there. And I promise you, stuff is going to start happening and line up in your life to make it possible for you to achieve that goal. And then you want to eliminate the word, once again, quit, out of your vocabulary. Say, I don't quit. I don't quit. I win. I win, or I ain't nothing but a winner, as the late great Paul Bear Bryant, great coach at the University of Alabama, would say. I am nothing but a winner. And just because you're going through setbacks, just because you're going through tough times, does not mean that you have the right to give up on what is placed in your heart, what you're working through. You have worked too long and too hard for this goal just to pull up your tent and just pack it in and just walk away. Walk away to what? I mean, and how do you know? And how do you know if it's really a goal that's for you? Because it doesn't let you rest. It always speaks to you. It always say, "Hey, just get up one more time. Just do a little bit more. You know, just believe a little bit more. Just work a little bit harder. Just work a little bit smarter. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. Yeah, I know your feet are tired. Yeah, I know your head hurts. Yeah, I know you're looking at your checkbook and it's not matching up to as far as what's your goal. But if you keep pressing, you will eventually get the breakthrough. I mean, life gives way to persistence. Life does give way to the person who keeps pushing and keeps expecting the breakthrough and keeps working towards the breakthrough. Don't necessarily think you are a failure because you're not where you want to be when you want to be. That's very much an oxymoron. It's actually demonic. You know, there are voices that's going to speak to your head to try to get you to give up, and no one can speak to your head to say quit. More than your own voice, more than your own thoughts. But yet again, no one can speak to your head to say win and keep going and find a way to win more than your head and more than your own voice. You got to listen to that voice of progress. You got to listen to that voice of effort and tenacity. And you got to listen to that voice like, hey, I am a strict winner. I win. I don't care what I failed at before. Although I quit one time before, I'm not going to quit again. It's going to come a time you're going to have to press through. You're going to have to stick to something. You can't keep picking something up and putting it back down. You can't keep restarting goals and not finishing goals prior to that. You just can't do that. That's just a recipe for failure. So I want you guys to be encouraged. I want you guys that I believe that you're on the right track. Whatever that goal is, you know, you got your stuff written down. You're using great self-talks. You're putting massive action in it. You're choosing to be a winner. You're promoting every time you're around someone. You're talking about your goal and you're talking about your dream, and you're trying to galvanize people to join your cause. And because you know we can do something great together. If you don't do that, what's your alternative? I mean, really think about it. What is your alternative? I mean, if you don't build that business, what is your alternative? Work for someone for the rest of your life? If you don't find a way to win in your marriage and your relationship, what's the alternative? The breakup, the separation of your family, divorce, your children in one home and then you're on another home, and you know, two types of vacation. What you get them one day, then their mother gets them another day, or you just stay on that job. You know it's not taking you anywhere. You know it's robbing you of everything in your spirit, and you're just going to stick to that. Is that what you're going to quit to? Is that what you're going to go back to? I don't advise that. You know, all of us deal with weariness. You are not unique in that. You are not the only one who is going through something. But you have to have a strength in you. You have to have a resolve in you that I am nothing but a winner. I do not quit. I'm not going to quit on myself. I'm not going to quit on the people who are dependent upon me. I'm not going to quit on society. I am going to make my life better, and I'm going to be productive, and I will walk in this goal. And you evaluate your progress. You evaluate what you're doing. It's what you're doing serving you. Is it working? Are you seeing progress with that? Are you seeing the progress you want? Take time to evaluate. Look at the steps. You know, maybe you can do a little bit better. Maybe you can eliminate a couple of things out of that plan, and insert a couple of things else in that plan that will help you achieve your goal much more efficiency, with much more efficiency, should I say. It's up to you. It's always up to you. The number one theme of when I come on to talk about find ways to win is that it's your choices, ladies and gentlemen. You choose what you want to be. You choose what direction you want to go. You choose whether you're going to be successful or not. It's up to you. Everything is a choice. So when you face those obstacles, and believe me, you're going to face them often on your way to your goal. Ask yourself, what am I going to quit to? What am I going to quit to? If I don't if I don't achieve this goal, if I just stop hustling, if I stop, wanting more, if I stop wanting to be bigger, better, greater, what's the alternative? The life that I live now. Now, fast forward to 10 years. Do you like where you are when you quit? Do you like the life you're living now? Can you see it in your head? Well, you don't want to play that. You don't want to play that movie script. What you want to play is you're walking in your goal. Other people are celebrating with you. You're walking across the stage, or you're walking in that new home. You're walking in those places that you want to travel to. You're living good. You're around great people. People are celebrating you, and you're celebrating them right back. Or you could just die in obscurity. You could just play it safe, like billions of people around the world, and just float and just hoping something's going to change in their life. And with all the time, but all while that's going on, still that voice in your head saying, you know what, we could have been further. We could have been further. Get up, get up, get up. And the thing about a God-given goal is something that's really burning in your heart. You will never rest until you achieve it. You won't. So I want you guys to be encouraged. Get out there, re-energize yourself. Keep fighting. The victory is almost right around the corner from you. When it's going to happen, I don't know. A lot of that happen. All of that is up to you. But don't you dare quit. Don't you dare quit, because if you decide to quit, you not only quit on yourself, you quit on society, you quit on people who are dependent upon you. But more importantly, you're gonna quit, and you're gonna develop an attitude of quitting. You're gonna develop an attitude when it gets tough, you give up. When it gets tough, you move on. When the relationship gets tough, you walk out. When the job gets tough, you throw up your hands, or you surrender your authority. What good is that? What good is that? There is no glory in defeat. There is no glory in defeat. Glory is only found in victory. And the victorious are the ones who simply do not quit. God bless you all. I'd ask you guys to hit that subscribe button, that like button. Thank you once again for the subscribers who have came a part of this channel. Appreciate you guys so much. But you're a winner. Think like one, act like one, be one. God bless you all.